guys! I thought I would vlog a little bit today. It is Tuesday. I've been missing you guys a lot, being home and on sick leave and everything. I get quite lonely, and one of the things that helps me kind of go through that loneliness is kind of vlogging, and I've been missing it a lot, and I decided, well, I'm gonna try today and then we'll see if I can continue doing this. I'm hoping to get back to work in like 4 to 6 weeks, but it all depends on treatments and stuff, which I'm gonna get into a little bit later. But until then, I think I want to try this vlogging thing again. I'm still using my PowerShot. It's not the best camera, but well, you get to see that. My other camera is a little bit too big to be walking around vlogging with, and also I don't have all the things I need for it, like a mic and stuff. So you get my little PowerShot camera, my little ELPH 330HS, which was one of the best vlogging cameras when I bought it. It was the recommended vlogging camera when I bought it, so it's just getting old. There's a lot of things happen. The video I made, I was very low. I was actually on one of the lowest parts I've been for, well, most of my adult life, I would say, which was, it was turning. I was able to make that video because it was turning, and it's getting a lot better. And I'm on this journey. I'm back on this journey. I'm always on a journey, you know that. But I'm back on this journey, kind of finding myself, finding what I'm doing and how I'm doing, and I want to take you with me because I like sharing, and I'm hoping that you like to see it. I don't know. It's a vlog. But I don't know. It's one of those days when I just want to chat. I just want to sit and chat and chat and chat. So we can get into it. I saw the therapist. I actually saw the endocrinologist also, but like I said, we get into that. I saw a therapist. I seen her twice or 3 times. Don't remember. However, I'm gonna see her again next week. And she kind of made me reevaluate things I was doing. She made me think about things and remember things. So cognitive behavior therapy is something that I always talked about all through these 3 years that I was vlogging daily. And cognitive behavior therapy is something that I have been working with for a long time in my life. It was what helped me to remove a lot of my social anxiety. I'm totally social awkward still. That won't help with the cognitive behavior therapy. But a lot of my anxiety and panic attacks actually isn't there anymore. And a lot of that is because I just worked on it with the cognitive behavior therapy. Cognitive behavior therapy, they actually talk about ACT, which is a version of cognitive behavior therapy. Basically looking at your day-to-day behaviors and day-to-day things you do in your life and evaluate them, figure out what things are making you sadder and what things are bringing you joy, and then try to remove a lot of those things that make you sad, or accept them and don't letting them make you that much sad, but accepting that they are there, and try to figure out where to go from there to make it a positive thing, sort of. I believe in positive thinking. I don't think I would be able to be where I am today without it. The person that I have become this last 7 years, I wouldn't be the person I was if I wasn't thinking that way. However, it's very hard to get yourself out of that slump if you don't know where to start. And a therapist is very, very good for that. I like my therapist. We're not super bonding, and I don't know if I need to bond with my therapist. She's very good at giving me tools, and tools is what I need to kind of figure things out. There's a lot of other things that I need to accept and discuss with her. I basically need to work on 2 different branches. One is the cognitive behavior therapy. The other one is probably a little bit deeper. I don't know if it's something that I've been pushing away for years or if it's something new that triggered something. But I know that I need to work on it and that I'm going to continue going to therapy, and we're going to figure it out. So that is a big, huge journey for me, finding what works and what not works to make me happy, and allowing myself to push myself more, to see where my limits is in this moment, and not being afraid of all the strange symptoms that I have in my migraine, because even if I get the symptoms, they won't hurt me. When I get a really, really bad migraine aura, because that's basically the worst thing. I do have my headaches, and when it's at its top, I do need the opiates to kind of cut it off, but it's still, it's medication that I get from my doctor, so everything is above board, and I do not like taking them, but I have to. So I have to just do it very, very little. But so the pain I sort of can handle, but I get cognitive issues. I can't do my job because I can't think. I can't sit in front of the computer for a longer period of time because my head starts hurting and a hard time seeing things, and I get problems speaking, like right now. But that's an aura thing. That is actually something that comes before you get your migraine attack. For me, I get it continuously because I have those circles actually go over each other. So I have the pain and the auras kind of just overlapping continuously throughout the day. And the more I do things, the worse it gets. But what I really had to learn was that maybe it is okay to have the tremors and not being able to speak that good, to push myself a little, if I can get something positive out from it, like doing things that makes me happy. So for me, that is one of those things that is super, super important. And that is the first thing that me and my therapist are working on, finding this, and for me to accepting and understanding and doing all of the work. I actually had a pretty good year. I had a period when everything was working, when I didn't have my migraines, when I was working 8 hours a day on a job that I really enjoyed, with people I really enjoyed, finding a company that I really, really love working for. It was a game changer for me. It gave me happiness and joy. And somewhere there, I kind of like, yeah, everything is over. I can do this and everything is turning around. But what I have to accept is that I have lupus. That is something that never go away. I will have my joint issues. I will have all of those things. They will be there. And how much I want to push it away, that is a part of my life. My migraine is a part of my life. Even if we get the prolactinoma away and everything, I still have the migraines. not chronically though. Maybe they're just gonna be once every month or a couple of times every month, but it's gonna be there. It's not something that goes away because it's something I have, something I have to live with. And a lot of those things, I have to accept my life the way it is and do what I can and what I want in that to figure out a way to live the life I want to live within the boundaries of who I am. Yeah, I know, it's huge. A lot of things of this is like, big things, but it's good things. So talked to the endocrinologist, and here's the thing. The cyst is too little to, the cyst or the tumor, it's a non-cancerous tumor, but when you talk about it in English, it's actually a tumor. It's too little to be operated on. It's 1-2 millimeters big, and they really don't want to go in and operate in your brain if they don't have to. And she said they don't want to, absolutely don't want to operate. However, there is things that made this not as bad, and that is the medication I was trying before. I was having really high doses of that medication, and she wants to try again, but on a much lower dose, a much lower dose, and see what we can do about it on the lowest dose possible, and see if that can actually affect both my migraine and the prolactinoma. Hopefully I won't get the other side effect, like a chemical depression, which I got last time. So we're hoping on that. I have to wait a month to do it, so for the next couple of weeks until the 18th, so it's only like 3 weeks, 3.5, something like that. I have to just live through it because she wants me to go in and take some tests, and they have to be clear without the medication. Not only do she want to see if the prolactin levels have gone up, she also wants to take a split test on them to see what kind of prolactin is. Apparently you can get 2 different tests to do that, to see what actually is happening with the prolactinoma. So that is what's going on, so I have to wait a month. It's a big thing, but I feel relieved. I don't think I ever really wanted to do the operation before I went to talk to her. I actually googled the operation, because I haven't googled the operation. I have just googled about prolactinomas and how you take care of them and all of those things, and it said operation. So this time I actually went in and I read what you are actually doing and how you do it and what the possible side effects is, and it's a lot. It's a big thing. And there's a big chance when you do that kind of surgery that you get a chronic running nose. Rhinus, I don't know the word, but basically you when you go through to do this operation, you go through the nose and you go through the different holes that you have in your skull, and basically it's not certain that you can actually close those holes, so there will be holes between them, and that will kind of create like an inflammation in the holes, and you will basically have a cold all the time, a runny nose. So yeah, kind of looking forward not to having the operation, and really hoping that this medication on a lower dose can actually work for me. So yeah, I thought I was doing the lowest dose, but apparently it's a lot lower, which they usually get give to someone when they're gonna eat it for a longer period of time. So that was kind of nice. It was good to know. So I know that was a lot, and I know that I already spoken a lot because I'm that kind of person. I like speaking. But I thought I wanted to, I don't know, talk a little bit about what I'm doing when to kind of work with a migraine, even though it's there and I can't really work, and things I'm doing to make myself happy. So one of the things is I can't really make videos. These kind of videos where I sit down and talk to you, they're very easy to edit. I just import the footage, I just put it together, maybe look at the ends and the starts and remove a little bit from them, and then let the export. I don't really do any kind of big editing with those, so that means that I don't need to have that much screen time. And on top of this channel, I don't have a blog that is related to it yet. I might have in the future, but right now I don't. And because of that, I don't have to put a lot of work into that part. I can just upload the video and give it a thumbnail, and that's it. And that is why I kind of figured that maybe I can do this vlogging thing. But when I'm not talking to you, I need to do other things. One of the things I have been doing is cross stitching. And I can show you a thing. This is a lot of fun because you are the first people that get to see it. I haven't put it on Instagram yet because I don't know if I want to put it as it is or if I will actually want to make it a fully finished piece before I put it. But this is the Christmas Enchanted Christmas ornament, the reindeer versions. There are 3 different versions. You have a Santa Claus, a reindeer, and a snowman. I did the snowman like a year ago. I think I finished it off December 2016, 17 probably. Something like that. No, December 2016 or January 2017, because I started this January 2017, and basically I think I had done like 1,000 stitches over here, and then I started this again in July, like the last of July, and I finished it. It took me 1.5 months, about 1.5 months to do, so that is kind of cool. But I've been stitching a lot. So this is him. And I know you can't see it, but there is a whole bunch of Kreinik, the clear Kreinik, which is just white and glittery in it. And it's beautiful when the light falls onto it. Now I just have the kind of normal light and it doesn't really glitter in that, but it's beautiful. I really loved having those accents and having like small pieces of it in it. And I really want to do more of that. So that is kind of my finish. Other things I've done, I did some cards. This is it. I'm sitting here waiting to see. I was in this competition last week and the week before were really intense weeks. I put in a lot of hours into a lot of different things because I really needed, and my migraine was at its ultimate high and it's actually gotten worse, but I don't think it's because of me working too hard. I think it's because of the prolactin, but I get to know that in a couple of weeks. But I had all the nervousness for the endocrine thing. But I have a couple of stamp companies that I just completely love, and one of them is called My Favorite Things, and they work out of Florida, Eustis, Florida, I think it's called, and they have these cute, they have everything. They have the stamps, clear stamps. They have matching inks and papers and pattern papers. They have dies. They have all of these things. And both, I love their company, and they also do FedEx, international FedEx, which means that I can get the supplies within a couple of days, up to a week. While if I would go ordinary postal, the package will be stuck in Sweden for at least 3 weeks before I get it. And also that will usually take 3 to 6 weeks just to get to Sweden. So I can wait up to 9 weeks to get my supplies. With them, I get it within a week. So that is super awesome. But every year they have a competition called Superstar. And I so have wanted to enter. And I think I entered the Superstar competition 2 years ago or 3 years ago, but I think I only entered with one card. They usually have several different competition areas, and I think I only entered with one card and I didn't won anything. And last year I had so much things to do, so I didn't have time to enter. So when I saw it this year, like, this is it, I am home, I know that I'm sick, but I'm gonna push through, I'm gonna make these cards and I'm gonna put them out. Now, I thought I was supposed to turn them in on the Wednesday, and on the Sunday evening I looked at the blog again and I found out, well, they need them to be in by Monday evening. Kind of stressed me out, but I had been continuously working on the cards, so on Monday I put in 3 cards for the 3 different groups. The thing is, in each group you can win $200 for stamps. You can win a gift card for $200 for stamps, which is a lot of money and a lot of supplies. But on top of that, if you enter all 3 of them, all 3 of the different parts, you're in to become kind of an all-over superstar. And there's 1 position for that. And there's 5 positions in each group for those $200. Like, they're putting out so much money for this every year. It's incredible. And I really, really, really want to win. But I get to know tomorrow. So I did get them in time, and I did get all the videos done and or the cards done. No videos this time around. That has been a problem for me. I've been wanting to videos for everything, and then I come out short because I don't have time to edit the videos. The cards took too long to do, or I had a lot of other things in my life to do, and that was one of the big things for me to realize that I'm just me, and when I'm feeling this way I can't be making those kind of videos. So instead I just made the cards, I made the blog post, very quick, very short, very simple, and then I'm just holding my thumbs so much that tomorrow I'll find something out. But I don't know. Maybe I'm jinxing it by talking to you about it, but it was a lot of fun making those cards. And there is one of those cards that for me were the most fun to do and the one I'm absolutely most proud of. It's a card, an interactive card. I love making interactive cards, and I should do more of them, where you can use, basically you have these tabs that you pull in, but when you pull, the mechanism do that another thing slides out. So I did like this hide and seek with little farm animals, and I colored this like farm background, very simple, not so much like wood grains and stuff, but just a simple background-ish for it. And I really, really like the card, and I'm really hoping that they did too. So yeah, I'm like, I don't think I will win the overall superstar. I don't think I'm good enough for that. but I'm really hoping that I get one of the interactive ones. So my other projects that I'm working on, I have two. I have taken out Wrath again, and I thought I'd show you the page I'm working on. I had done about this much of the page over here, and I'm on the last part column for this. I think this is page 19. So it's getting somewhere. Now I'm starting to have issues talking, so I think I need to end this today. But that's kind of what I've been doing, and it gives me joy. I've been thinking about this for a month, and it was the therapist talking about doing what you really like that got me out of it. I tried my watercoloring. I'm not super good at watercoloring, but I'm learning, and that is the whole thing. I want to learn watercolors, so I need to practice watercolors. That's just how it is. So yeah, it was a lot of fun though, and it is a lot of fun. I just wanted to kind of pop in, say hi, and I'm hoping to see you tomorrow. I might be coming back, but if I don't, coming back today, but if I don't, I just want to say good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bedbugs bite. Bye!